Forgive. And if it's something that you think you can move past, take it in prayer. Take it to God. Don't take it to your girlfriends. Men, don't take it to your homeboys. Because other people don't like to see people happy if they're not happy themselves. If they don't have a healthy relationship and they're not happy, they don't want to see another person in a happy relationship successfully, that can understand each other, that can be best friends, that can tell each other anything. If your girlfriends and your boys and they are not having those things, those are not the people you need to be telling all your happy business to or any of your flaws. Because people, they feed off of that. They feed off of that negative thing. Oh, it's not working out. I told you, girl. Or your boys. Told you, bro. She ain't the one. And it's like, and those to me are naysayers. Go with what is true to your heart, but use your mind before you use your heart. And I say this because sometimes our hearts can cloud our judgment sometimes. And yeah, we do tend to get hurt. It is the risk of falling in love with someone, but take the risk, and each time don't feel discouraged if something doesn't work out. What's meant for you will always be for you. Don't get distracted from others and their opinion. They're not you. They're not in the relationship. Trust your relationship. Trust what you know about that person. Women, if he's showing you all the right steps, trust those facts. Watch the action. I'm not saying you have to listen and be falling for every word. Watch the action. And when he proves the facts and when he shows you the facts, keep that in mind when the enemy tries to distract you. Because the enemy is always good at distracting us, distracting our minds from our past relationships, our past experiences, and making you think you can never find love. You can never find anyone. Do you ever wonder why so many people in the world, they have kids, right? And they're not together. They're not together. So many young people have kids and they're not together. Do you know why? That's something that rattled my brain. I always wanted to know why. Why? And so I'm talking from my perspective. You know, I can definitely relate to this topic. I can definitely relate to that. It's because when you are young and you are having kids or a kid, how could you possibly know what you want? What you're going to do for the rest of your life? How do you know? When you're thrown in this situation, and I'm not going to say that there's not people out there that have grown and that are mature for their age and they're young in their 20s. I'm not undermining anybody because I was that person and I've always felt like I've had an old soul. But that's one thing that I see. And communication. Communication is the key. You know, you can't say you communicate and you're disconnected. You have to be connected. You have to trust. You have to learn how to forgive. Pick your battles. Don't always fight every single battle. Every argument, every disagreement. Nobody has to win. There's no such thing as winning in anything. Do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? That's what I really want to leave with you guys today. Do you want to be right? Or do you want to be happy? Remember, all those people around you who give you this advice, okay? I want you to look to see if those people have successful relationships. The advices that you're hearing. And even if you think they have successful relationships, I promise you that they've forgiven their partner for something. They're battling something and they're fighting and sticking through. So what I'm saying is, if you find somebody that you love and that person loves you back, that's all that matters. That's what you need. Somebody who loves you just as much as you love them and that is willing to fight through every single battle, because you will be in attack. Why you will be in attack? Because the enemy does not want to see you happy. Naysayers don't want to see you happy. People who are not happy with themselves don't want to see you happy. Don't let the past discourage you. I can't say it enough. I can't stress it enough. To my beautiful souls, trust your process. Trust the process of your relationship. And don't ever let anybody speak negative defeat over your life, over your relationship. They are not allowed in speaking defeat. And when you hear someone speak defeat over your life, you know what you say? I don't claim it. I won't claim it. I believe in God. God knows my heart. He knows this relationship. He oversees this relationship. And at the end of the day, He is who I hear. He's who speaks over our relationship. There's so much power in the prayer. And for all those people who had kids at a young age, I know, and you're still with that partner, you know what? That's amazing. Break the generational curse. Break the curse. Because if you have the tools and if you know now, like, as I always say, like, if I knew now, if I knew what I know now, I would be so much better than no. I'm going to tell you why. Because you needed those experiences that may be for you. You never want to pass up a blessing because of your insecurities, you blocking away, you pushing what God sends for you. Now remember, I can say these things, but I want you to look at your life. I want you to take the time to evaluate, meditate, just soak up what I just spoke about. It's something that's been weighing on my heart, and I wanted to share with you the message that I had for you guys today. I wish everyone a happy Valentine's Day. And if you don't have anybody, to my single people, today is for everyone. Valentine's Day shouldn't just be about couples, because if you're single, it should be about a day that you rejoice and you love yourself. Okay? And that's not the cheesy way out of celebrating Valentine's Day. Listen, why can't you buy yourself a box of chocolate and some wine and relax and unwind and appreciate and be grateful? Trust your process and in your growth, and I promise you, God will work it all out. Don't go searching for love. Love will find you. And if you found someone good in your corner, fight. Fight the fight if they're willing to fight with you. Thank you so much for listening, beautiful souls. And I hope this message helps anyone who has any doubt, any confusion in your mind. Remember, use your mind over your heart, because your emotions will cloud your mind. You know the facts. You know what this person's about. You know what they've shown you. And if someone continues to show you their true self, their heart, and how much they love and care about you, don't let them go. Thank you so much. Good night.